We're a family of 5 who escaped the chaos of the UK to start over in rural Bulgaria. We left everything behind. No big plans, no backup, just hope for a simpler life. After weeks of searching and disappointment, it felt like our forever Bulgarian home found us. But now that the dust is settling, we're asking ourselves, have we taken on more than we can handle? We've started clearing the land, sealing the gaps, and getting ready for what could be a brutal Bulgarian winter. A lot of people have been asking why leave one chaotic country for another. What about the kids and how they'll fit in? In this video, we're answering all of that and showing what life here really looks like. Join us on YouTube, Fresh Start Sticks. This is our story. Let's get into it. Why Bulgaria? One question. How are you coping as black people in Bulgaria? Number 2. And what about the kids? Yes, we have 3 kids, and we will get into all these questions in a minute and let you know how, we dealt with it and how we've been coping. Let's just start right at the beginning. We were born in the UK. Well, Chris was born in the UK. I was born in the Caribbean, but we were brought up in the UK, and so we still are very entrepreneurial. We had our own businesses in the UK, and then obviously we had kids. So we had 3 kids. We had twins, and we have a boy also. He's a little bit older than the twins.
Let's start before where we live in the UK, because obviously
for real,
we've not just come from one place in the UK and put all that bit, we're going to go and up sticks.
Yeah, true.
We have lived in various places in the UK, haven't we?
Yeah. So of course, first and foremost, we were in London, the capital of the UK. Very, very busy. It is a dog-eat-dog world in London. You eat
crime-ridden.
You be eaten, pretty much.
Yeah.
You got to hustle. You got to hustle every day, pretty much, in London. But we weren't the hustlers. We formed proper businesses through Companies House, and we ran our own business. We studied as well at the same time, and of course in some cases had to get qualifications for some of the businesses that we had. And then from London, we then moved to Sussex, Eastbourne.
Yep.
And the main reason why we did that was because at the time we were young, we didn't really have any kids. And we thought, well, we were going to set up the business, which was going to be a financial, like a mortgage broker plus an estate agent. We were going to set that up in London, but we thought, well, why? Everyone's doing it in London. Let's just move out and start afresh and do it differently. Different from other black people. Let's just be straight. We're going to be real. We didn't really want to do what everyone else is doing. So we thought, all right, let's just move out of London and go somewhere different. Quite honestly, I was probably more of the one that was like, I don't know, this isn't normal. Like, this isn't what my whole network was in London, and so was Chris's, to be fair. Probably less so than me, because from the time of coming from Jamaica, which is where I'm from, all of our networks were developed in London, and so having to leave London to now go to Sussex, which was predominantly white, was like, whoa, okay, interesting. But I was open to the idea because it's different and it's by the coast. It's nice, especially when it's sunny. It's amazing.
Yep. And so Sussex was okay, wasn't it? We enjoyed Sussex. Cool. But we just found, it got a bit boring. A bit mundane, and
it's very old. The population down there was and still is very old and
very cliquey.
Yeah, and very cliquey.
And for those that mean cliquey means that people, it's hard to
form
genuine networks,
or get into networks.
Yeah, and sometimes the networks you're in are not really for you.
Yeah,
and we found that out was quite common. To the point we was like, this is not for us.
Yeah. So and we did have our businesses there.
Yeah, it did very well. We did very well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't because of business. It was the people. I think before we move on, we've got to talk about, just in terms of, I've always said this, it's all about the package of where you are. Going back to Bulgaria quickly, before we carry on, don't come to Bulgaria because it's cheap. Come to Bulgaria because you want to be in Bulgaria. There's other countries like Bulgaria, like Hungary and Serbia, which are beautiful countries, will offer you maybe even better life in Bulgaria. So don't just come here because you see people, it's cheap. We've lived in places where we thought, the coast is amazing.
Yeah.
We're into boating, we go there, we're on the sea every day. Yeah. But when you actually live there, it's not the same as when you visit there. So, like I said, you need, before you make that jump, and, obviously we'll give you information, but just make sure you really, really want to be wherever that is.
And research it. Don't just jump.
Not for the price, because it's never going to remain cheap.
No.
Nowhere else in the world. It's always going to change. So make sure you want to be there before you up sticks and go to where you want to go and start life. But anyway,
So we left Eastbourne.
Yep.
And went to
North. Oh, North. No, Kent.
Kent, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, well, we kind of straddled a little bit in Sussex a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Didn't we? Yeah. Because we went to Rye. Then we were in a place called Cranbrook, which was
Kent.
amazing. You know.
Beautiful place in Kent.
Yeah, but that's just outside of Sussex. And then from Sussex, we then went on to Kent.
Yeah, Kent. And quite honestly, I do not like the place.
Hate it.
I was ill every day. There's something about that place which I didn't like.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, the people were amazing. I mean, the people of Kent were really like forward thinkers in terms of they want to get stuff done.
Yeah, networking was nice, socialising.
Exactly. They were like, the people was great. I've got no problem. It was just the place.
No, it was the place,
Beautiful place. The Garden of England is quite justified.
Definitely.
In what it's called. It's a beautiful place.
Definitely.
But we just didn't like it. The energy there wasn't the energy of the place.
Very low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we quickly left.
Very quickly left. And then we went on to Norfolk.
And let's say Norfolk. Remember why we chose Norfolk? Because we went there a few times on holiday, wasn't it?
Yes, we did,
And straight away, our impression was we could live here.
Yeah, definitely.
Norfolk has got the most amazing energy.
Yeah, it has.
And it still has.
Yeah.
Even today, we still love it.
And like Chris was saying about that package, it's got a beautiful energy. It's got amazing landscape. It's flat, but it's got amazing landscape, and it's got beautiful people.
Yeah.
So as a package, Norfolk did it for us.
And it was quite reasonably priced, to be fair.
Yeah.
Moving from the south to the East Anglia the price is black and white.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
You could buy houses for half the value, but a lot bigger than you can. I'm not saying London. London's crazy, but just south of England.
Yeah.
I mean, Sussex prices were getting astronomical.
It was crazy, inflating
what you're getting wasn't really worth it.
No.
But Norfolk, so we lived there for a little while.
Yeah.
And quite honestly,
I loved it.
Yeah.
But
if you went to Bulgaria, I'd go back to Norfolk.
Yeah, definitely. The only problem with Norfolk was that we were still working down south.
Yeah.
But living in Norfolk. And we were traveling like 3-4 hours, sometimes 5 hours.
Every day to go.
Every day. And just to kind of bring the kids into this mix. So we started having kids in Eastbourne. So our first son was born in Eastbourne. And then the girls were born in Pembury, which was, I hate to say it, Kent. But
a nicer part of Kent, by the way. The Tunbridge Well end of Kent.
Yes, the Royal Tunbridge
I've got to say that because Kent are quite, the Kent people are like, well, I live in Tunbridge Wells.
Yeah, Royal Tunbridge Wells,
yeah, God.
Yes. So that's where Pembury was under Royal Tunbridge Wells, and that's where the girls were born. But anyway, we were like literally traveling around with these handbags on us to different places, and it was becoming tiring. So we thought, right, we needed to settle down, but we couldn't settle down in Norfolk because we had the business in Kent and we were living in Norfolk. So we thought, okay, right, it's a beautiful place, but do we want to have a business in Norfolk? And we decided, quite honestly, we didn't, because we were into boating. And the coast along the eastern side of England wasn't so great.
It's not the best for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So although it is amazing, it just wasn't cool for us. We needed the whole landscape thing going on, and we loved the whole mountainous feel, kind of like Cornwall, and when you go west. So we thought, okay, seeing as we, again, have holidayed and visited western areas of the south of England a lot and loved it, we thought, right, let's move there.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So we did, and again, I've got not one complaint about Norfolk. So
No. Norfolk is beautiful.
Not one.
Yeah.
Okay. But then we decided to move back down south.
Yes.
There's other, on my side, there was unfortunately...
during that mix,
illness within the family. So with my father, which passed away. So we had to move closer back to the south because Norfolk was just too far.
Yeah.
So we decided to move to the place we love to visit again, which was Dorset.
Yeah.
And
we used to always go boating in Dorset.
And not only in Dorset, Poole in Dorset.
Yeah.
Poole is an amazing place. I mean, when I'm talking about, when I say Poole, Bournemouth area, the beaches are beautiful, the water's lovely.
Yeah.
Sandbanks is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
where
stunning.
we live down that way.
Yeah, you've got Weymouth, you've got where
Oh my God.
all the way along, like the Jurassic Coast is absolutely stunning. And going boating along there, for us, it just made our day.
And we had a boat.
Exactly.
We loved it. We was literally going to the office, doing our job, and after for a day, we was on the water by the afternoon, going out to sea. And if you like walks, country walks along the coast, there's so much of it.
Amazing.
You cannot get bored if you're into that in Dorset.
Nah, definitely
But it
not.
all went wrong really when we started doing a business.
Yeah.
And then we realised a lot of the people we met in Dorset wasn't for us.
No.
I mean for us, I mean just wasn't. It was that Kent kind of attitude where
the lowness of Kent in the place, in the people in Dorset.
Yeah.
That's how it
it's
was.
the opposite.
wasn't it?
Yeah, Kent people were brilliant.
And the place was low.
Yeah.
Whereas Dorset the place was brilliant and the people were low.
was low.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, well, we'll try and mix with people who actually appreciate us as business people, and we did.
Yeah.
And we found the exact same thing in them. I mean, they was on a level, not saying we thought it was better than else, but you try and fit in with what you live with. And we try to fit in with people who seem to be on our thinking, our way of being entrepreneurial, running a business, doing well for themselves. And it was the same backstabbing stuff going on there.
Yeah.
So we was like, oh my gosh.
It was worse than
2 or 3 years
backstabbing.
later, we was like, this is not for us.
Yeah.
We met some beautiful people in Dorset.
amazing.
So
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
got some
yeah,
friends there.
definitely.
So we're not saying all
Everyone,
Dorset in
no.
Dorset. We're saying from our experience what we experienced.
In business.
Yeah.
It's more the business people,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, and I feel, and I hate to say this, I feel a lot of it was because of our colour. Dorset seems to have a bit of a racist, well, I say racist, I mean Dorset.
Racial underlying problem.
Again, I'm not saying everyone in Dorset, I'm just saying from our experience, what we've experienced, what other people of colour, Indian, and obviously backgrounds have told us as well.
Yeah.
We thought, nah, it's not that bad, but it's not in your face, but it's there.
It's
and you can feel...
It's a current undertone, right?
Yeah, some people will not use our business or serve as great as it was, and we did everything right. We went above and beyond for our customers.
Yeah.
You know, and it just, there was a kind of a racial kind of resentment. Racial issues and division and prejudices within all races.
Within your own race.
So yeah, I've got to make it very clear. We never talk about race because, like I say, we're surrounded by all different races in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
We've got white friends here, black friends here, Asian friends, Muslim friends.
Yeah.
We love them all.
Yeah.
We've got Bulgarian, beautiful neighbours here.
Yeah.
So it's not about race, but we're just putting it on the table. So from here on, we're going to move forward.
And we probably will never touch on it again because we can't bother.
Yeah,
but,
unless we experience anything, we'll show you because what we're about. So we decided that Dorset wasn't working for us.
Yeah. And it was extremely expensive. Oh my God.
To live.
And the problem wasn't when you're doing well, because when you're doing well, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It was when COVID happened.
Yeah.
And everything had to shut. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you have a storage of money built up, after maybe up to 6 months, you're thinking, okay, it's okay, we can deal with this. But then after 6 months, you start thinking, oh damn, okay, we're starting to eat away now at our running money.
Yeah.
And then after a year, you start to eat away at your own personal assets and your own personal money.
Yeah.
And that's when we thought, oh, whoa, okay, this cannot continue, all right? Even though business was still trickling in, according to the flow of what it should have been and what it was, that weren't happening anymore. So we thought, okay, this needs to stop, and which it did. We kind of pretty much said, right, we're going to put the business up for sale whilst it's still okay, which we put it up for sale. Someone came and bought it, and we thought, right, now what?
Yeah.
Now what? And that's where we were.
Yeah, and it was literally, we had, this all kind of, I don't know, this came to mind, and we actually for a second thought by it, but we went to Cornwall and thought, maybe we could move to Cornwall.
Yeah.
And we went down there a few times, we went on holiday, checked it out, and we thought, oh, this is quite nice.
Yeah.
I started looking myself anyway. I started looking online and seeing, oh, the prices are really good, cheap in Dorset.
Yep.
But it all came that time to think, you know what, we've done this.
Yeah.
We've done this so many times. We've gone to Kent, Norfolk, Dorset, London, and we've experienced just the craziness of this country.
So maybe it's just a UK thing.
It's a UK thing. And
it just wasn't for us.
Yeah, and whatever we did worked onto the point it didn't.
Yeah.
And it wasn't our fault. It wasn't, it was in business
It's like
wrong.
there was a ceiling, wasn't it? It's like you did very well, very, very well. And then it's like there was a ceiling that just like kind of like slowed it down. Like, okay, that's enough now. You need to slow down now, which was very strange. So we thought, no, rather than continuing this nonsense.
Do this again, all again.
Exactly, because of our love for Cornwall. Let's just, leave.
Yeah, leave. And that was it. So we came back, as I say, we sorted the business out, got rid of that. Put our stuff we got in storage, and then we thought, what next?
Yeah.
And you know what? We never intended to come to Bulgaria.
No.
We actually just thought, let's get in our vehicle and drive across the channel and just see where it takes us.
Yeah. And when I say we got in our vehicle and drove, and just literally just drove to wherever the wind took us, that is exactly what we did. So we packed our stuff, we put all our belongings, things that meant something to us, in storage, which we were paying, by the way, £349 or something for a month.
And we didn't have one
for storage.
We didn't have one yellow diamond in that old container to be worth paying $300. Don't get me wrong, we had nice stuff in there.
Yeah.
But when you're paying £300 a month, it starts to erode the value of that asset.
That was mad.
So you got to think it's not worth keeping unless you're going to keep it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we kept a lot of stuff, but we moved it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll get on to that, but I don't know if we're going to get through all of this video.
Before we go, before we talk about that, we missed one place we actually went to, and we did everything before COVID, just about that, and that's Tenerife.
Oh, yes.
Because we technically moved to Tenerife.
Oh my God, we saw it at the NIA, the NIE.
Yeah.
We saw it at a property to stay at.
Yeah.
We were going to be staying in Gigantes, or we were
around that area.
Around Gigantes, because that was kind of local to north and south, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And we were literally on the brink of moving until we were there.
I know, but
whilst sorting out our papers.
I know, but
and then lockdown happened.
I think in total, our kids spent more time in Tenerife than they did.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to come back.
It was crazy.
We literally flew back.
Yeah.
Dropped our kids off. Got back on the plane 2 days later. Flew back to go and investigate more. I mean, we was in Tenerife so much that people thought we lived there.
Yeah.
I mean,
literally.
it wasn't even a holiday anymore.
Yeah.
It was great. I mean, we dropped in Tenerife, and I was like well excited. We was pumped up, thinking the sun, the sea. Oh, the Spanish music.
I know, the vibes. It was crazy.
Just for you Spanish up there, you guys know
how to do it.
You know how to live. When you just drive, you got the Spanish culture, the music, the eyes.
You were saying about Almere, sorry.
Oh yeah, we was going to move to the Netherlands.
Yes.
And the Netherlands. Hollands. Hollands, I don't know. I say Netherlands now because I believe that's the actual correct way to say the Netherlands. Is Netherlands.
Yeah.
So we was about to move. We was going to move to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Done our research. The government was doing some kind of
incentives as well for new businesses coming over there. I think it was like an enterprising thing that was welcoming to UK businesses moving over. And
we just felt like at that point, I think the UK gave up on entrepreneurship. They weren't even pushing it.
No, they weren't, were they?
So other countries thought, let's play on it. Let's try.
Yeah, if you don't want them, we'll have them.
Yeah, we'll have them. So, but we didn't really know about that until we started going over there. Then we found out about that.
Yeah.
So we already really thought about moving there. Again, the water was being near the water was a big thing for us.
Definitely, again, So we were on the ferry, and literally when I say we packed our stuff, put our stuff in the storage, which by the way we were paying about £349 a month for, and really it was for things that wasn't even worth it. It was worth it, but it was slowly eroding at the cost. The value of these things, and so you think, well, why bother? Anyway, we still maintained some of our things and jumped on the ferry and left with 3 kids.
Yep, and we stayed in, we went back to Netherlands, then went Netherlands.
Holland, we went to Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, Austria, which by the way is absolutely stunning and clean, very expensive though.
Austria's amazing.
Oh, it is, yeah.
We're gonna go back.
Definitely. Croatia was amazing.
Yep.
The water was just stunning. And then we got to Bulgaria.
But we've also stayed in Serbia as well.
Yeah, Serbia was good.
Yeah.
We've not really explored as much as we'd like to in Serbia, but
which is weird. Bear in mind, you got Hungary, Serbia, Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Hungary and Serbia are 2 other countries which are very cheap. And they keep saying Bulgaria is cheap, but there's actually cheap places in Hungary too. So, but we never explored there. We came straight through, and ended up here, which is a bit weird because now I'm here. Although we love it, I'm still curious about Hungary and Serbia.
Oh,
definitely hungry.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's me getting through there and we end up here.
Yeah. So we're in Bulgaria, and of course we're going to be homesteading with you guys and showing you the ups and downs, living off grid whilst in I don't know whether to call it in Eastern Europe or the Balkans.
Eastern Europe.
Because it is the
Eastern
Balkans.
Europe. It's the Balkans, yeah. I'll say Balkans. Yeah, it is. And the Balkans is a massive area of this part of the world.
Yeah.
But we will do another video on how we found our first property because that's very, very interesting. You need to watch that because there's a lot of things we learned and it will save you a lot of money if you watch our next video.
Absolutely.
And this goes for not just Bulgaria, it goes for most other countries you move to because there's a couple of scams going on.
Oh, and unbelievable. A lot of people, which, you know, kind of drew us to Bulgaria as well, is the cost of living, you know, compared to UK.
Yeah.
You know, I must make that very clear because if you live in Bulgaria and you earn Bulgarian money, it is very existent. You know, it's very, very expensive, quite honestly. But, you know.
But it's doable.
It is doable, for sure.
You live out of the city areas.
Yeah,
so I think that's where most people go wrong. They move to a built-up area, move to a tourist trap, and that's where, oh my God, this is so expensive. It's not so what I wanted.
Yeah.
And, you know, the countryside is
amazing.
You don't need a lot of money to live in the countryside.
No, definitely.
So if you want to get up today and go for a walk, you can.
Yeah.
9 out of 10, you can have grapes growing in your garden, so you can drink or eat foods.
Well, let's put it this way. We've got trees behind us right now and they are fruitful trees. So this particular tree here, that one right above us, that is a tea tree. I'm not sure exactly not tea tree, sorry. It's a tree.
Chai.
Yeah.
Which is tea.
Yeah.
tea tree oil.
Not tea tree.
I'll be selling that.
Exactly. But yeah, this time of year, it produces a little leaf which blooms.
Yeah.
And then you either pick it or it falls off and you let it dry and then you boil it and it becomes tea. And
it's very
really
nice. Very nice.
Definitely.
It's better than normal tea.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We normally do like black English tea, you know, and put milk in it. With this tea, it's nice.
Yeah,
without
really nice.
milk.
Yeah, I prefer it now. I think that's what I'm drink for now.
In fact, you find that a lot of Europeans don't put milk in their tea.
I know.
It's all bush.
And we've had black tea the last few days.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna carry on because I think it's just nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
I actually like it better than normal tea now.
Exactly. So the next tree on is a mulberry tree. And then the third tree along is a walnut tree.
Yeah, and walnuts are everywhere around here.
And that's just outside the house. Around the corner, behind the camera, by the way, is an apple tree and a plum tree. And that's just on the border of our house, like bordering our home. Yeah. Inside our home, we have loads of other fruitful trees. We've got grapes galore. That's going to be another video, though. We're going to take you through what our homestead off-grid living.
There's a little field behind us. And that, again, is full with fruit trees.
Yeah.
I can see them now because we've got them in our garden.
Yeah.
I didn't know we've got walnut over there. There's a plum thing there.
Yeah,
there's a cherry
plum.
There's cherry plum right there.
Yeah.
I didn't realise what that is till now.
Yeah.
It's literally outside of our property in public land.
Yeah.
Public land, by the way.
Yeah.
You can walk and pick. There's fruit growing.
Absolutely.
So you can, if you want to, bring this down to this.
Yeah.
Live, I won't say simple. I don't like the word simple because life is a complex thing.
Yeah.
But live a good life without spending that money.
Yeah.
And have that mindset of just enjoying yourself and not working and killing yourself to get stuff when it's literally on your doorstep.
So when we first came here, we were always shopping in the main supermarket over here. We have started to rein it in a little bit because we're starting to get our own land prepared to grow our own stuff.
We've got a lot of it.
We haven't even, to be honest with you, we've got a lot of it and we haven't really started growing
got a well.
anything yet. Yes.
And we've got a well as well.
But before we move on to the well, just in terms of like shopping and the cost of shopping, so we started doing the garden and, preparing it to start growing stuff. We're nowhere near, but we are starting. The cost of shopping was costing us around about, this is in the main supermarket, by the way, it was around about 120 leva per week. And that works out to about £60 a week. So over the month, it's about £240, which isn't bad for a family of 5. You know, there's 5 of us as well. But now that we're finding alternatives, we're going to marketplaces, we're also not buying water anymore. We're using the local spring, which is saving us a whole load of money. And by the way, the local water is perfect. You know, there's no worms in it. We've been drinking the spring water for almost a year now.
Yeah.
And we've had no illnesses, no problems at all. So that it's in itself is saving us probably, I would say, around maybe £15 to £20 a month.
Yeah.
And then, like as Chris says, when it comes to summer, you've then got the fruits, which you can pick off the trees that are literally around you. And then you've got the autumn fruits as well, and then you've got the winter fruits. So it just saves you a whole load of money.
A whole load.
So you were talking about the well.
Yeah, we've got a well. Never had a well before. I looked down there and there's definitely water in there. So I believe, and I've been told the water is that good to drink from the well. There's a process you have to do to let it clean itself if it hasn't been used for a while, but most people use it for watering the garden during really, really hot summers. And the summers can get very hot here.
Yeah.
I mean, like 40s. Yeah, so I've not experienced that. It's hot at the moment. We're in the shade under our beautiful tea tree.
Yeah.
Chai tree.
Yeah, chai tree, yeah.
What's the name of this actual tree?
I'm not sure.
Oh, we'll look it up and let you know.
Yeah.
But we've got a well, and so I'm going to mess about. We've not really done nothing with it yet. We're going to mess about with it and get a pump down there and see what quality the water is.
Yeah. So being black in Bulgaria is it's a whole different experience. Not in a bad way. It's just in a very intriguing way for the Bulgarians because I don't really think they see many black people.
No.
And so when they see people with melanin in their skin, they're like, whoa, okay, that's different. They want to take photos. They come up to us. They ask us, you know, oh, where are you from? Also, obviously, they're very intrigued with people from the UK anyway. But the black thing, the brown thing really does, really kickstart them because they don't really see a lot of brown skinned people over here. And so, yeah, we're going through supermarkets, we're going through high streets. They're coming up to us. They're taking photos. They're staring, not in a bad way, but I guess some people may not like that.
Yeah, you got to get used to it. It's not all the time though. I mean, it again depends.
When they get used to you.
Yeah, if you're in a bigger city, you probably won't notice it as much.
Definitely not.
But if you're in a countryside, a village where there's 300-400 people, 200 people, you can definitely notice it.
Yeah, until they get to know you.
Yeah.
Because once they get to you now.
And even then, you still get that group what's still just stare at you.
Yeah,
and
probably.
They're cheap because they're just like,
Yeah.
But it's fine. And another thing we'll touch on another video is gypsies, because that's one of the most negative comments I hear about Bulgaria. Oh, gypsies are really this and that.
Yeah.
I would honestly say we've met quite a lot of gypsies, but we've not had any bad experiences with gypsies yet.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I think a lot of it, when I do question Bulgarians, they just said, well, it's because they are. And it's not because they've experienced anything with. So I believe that is more teachings growing up from a culture which is, and the younger people, Bulgarians just automatically don't like gypsies, and they cannot give you a reason why. So
it's weird because they used to be that way in UK as well.
Exactly, they didn't just like blacks too fair, and blacks were the same. It's like, oh, he's a black guy, he must be. It's the kind of thing. So when people talk negative about gypsies, please do not use that as, oh my God, these gypsies or whatever.
Yeah.
We've had no problems with them, and we live in an area that's got gypsies, they've got Bulgarians, and some of the gypsies have been the nicest people we've ever met.
Definitely.
Honestly, we've met gypsies and they've been fantastic.
Yeah.
And I've got no problems at all. So don't let that's the biggest thing I keep hearing, even on social media, on groups, on British groups where they congregate on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, gypsies. And none of these people have actually experienced with gypsies, but they've been told and doing exactly what Bulgarians do, is just repeat the same nonsense.
Yeah.
So come over here with an open mind.
Exactly.
Meet people, treat them as you see them, but at the same time, be cautious.
Yeah.
Like you would in Britain.
Exactly.
I would say if you come to Bulgaria, please do not come here with the mindset of, I need to find where the British people live. I need to hang around with British people. I need to have a British community around me. That's nonsense.
I know.
Come to Bulgaria, live with Bulgarians, and you know what? You'll find out a lot more being around Bulgarians than being British people. British people have kept themselves to themselves.
Yeah.
And we've been here a short time.
Yeah.
And we know more than most British people been here for 10 years.
7 years,
20 years.
Yeah.
And because we're hanging around with Bulgarians.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a lot of. I'm starting to speak the language now. I go in there like, oh, you know Bulgarian.
Another video.
I know. And he's like, oh, you like to speak Bulgarian? I said, yeah, I'd like to try it. I'm in Bulgaria. I don't want you speaking British.
No.
So don't come here with expectation of everyone speaking your language. Try. Just try. Zdrasty, dober den, lekanosh. There's words you can use every day.
Yeah.
Even asking for food. The lady's a little bit better now, by the way. But you can still learn. I'm proud. I used to know a few languages. I didn't know any up to... coming up to about a year ago, now I'm starting to speak Bulgarian.
Yeah.
And I do try every single way I go, I try. And it started off being the same words like Zdrasty, like hello, Bulgaria. Now I'm saying a little bit more. Now ladies going down the road asking for chicken in Bulgarian. So I'm actually looking like, oh my God, I'm married a black Bulgarian right now. So like I said, come here with an open mind. Don't come with a British mentality, because that's what we moved away from.
Yeah.
Come here with a new mindset of coming to Bulgaria or wherever country you go to.
Yeah.
With a mindset you want to be like the locals, live with the locals, and just enjoy this beautiful land.
Yeah.
And do not bring your British mindset here.
No.
Complaining about, oh my God, there's Bulgarian driving with no seatbelt on. Oh my God, there's a Bulgarian
hanging off a dustbin truck.
Hanging off a bus truck. Oh my God, there's a Bulgarian cutting. He's working for the council and he's not got safety gear, cutting a tree down. Stop it.
Yeah.
We do not need safety all around us. We do not need regulations all around us.
Exactly.
We can just come here and live. And this is why we're here to reset how we was 30 years ago about this regulations nonsense.
Yeah.
And yes, Bulgaria's got a lot of regulations. That's another video.
Yeah.
But life is not about regulations, it's about living. Come here. Learn the language, try. If you can't, it's not a problem. They don't mind. They like to speak English.
Yeah.
But try at least to say Zdrasty. Hello.
Yeah.
First thing you say, Zdrasty.
Yeah.
Kaks me.
Yeah.
How are you? You know, just little things like that.
Yeah.
You know, they'll say, Kaks me. Yeah, don't bring good. I'm good. Or to say super. They like that. They get it from movies. Super.
Yeah.
Just try. And we buy from locals, don't we?
Yes. Yeah.
So again,
we buy milk as well and eggs locally.
Yeah, milk, eggs,
because we
and
haven't
even meat
got
now.
our own cows yet.
No,
and we haven't got our own chickens yet.
Yeah, and I'm not intending to get a cow. we've got sheep herders literally sheep's literally twice a day on our driveway eating our grass. It's amazing. So if for you to do it meat, and obviously if some of you don't, we respect that. Yeah. But some of you do, we can get sheep, goat. And if you're a vegan, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
greenery everywhere.
I mean, you can live off the garden without touching the animal.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
So there's a lot of ways of you can enjoy this land, and there's so much of Bulgaria we've not seen yet. Yeah. So much.
And there's so much more that we've got to share with you guys. So
but one thing I've got to say before we go, if you don't like insects, and I mean ones that got 5 eyes and just odd looking things.
Listen, we've seen ones that, if you don't like spiders, let's say.
Oh my God.
That have maybe 10,000 spiders on the back of them.
Babies.
Don't come here.
And they'll step on it. They spread like mad.
Yeah. They're called wolf spiders, by the way.
And that's one of many spiders that live here.
Yeah.
We've got snakes. We've got the viper. We've got the grass snakes, the friendly ones.
Yeah. Glowworms are here.
Oh, my first time in my life I've seen a slowworm.
Slowworm.
It looks like a snake. Do not kill them. They're brown things. They're actually lizards. They're really friendly.
Yeah.
They'll try and get away from you, but you can hold them.
Yeah. Oh, there are lizards, just normal geckos as well.
Got geckos. Got some nice, beautiful green lizards. They're quite long.
Yeah.
They've got a long tail.
Yeah.
Yellow, red colours.
Yeah.
The birds are my storks.
Oh man, storks come here for April, so they celebrate the returns of the stork. They come from Africa.
Yeah. Cuckoos.
Cuckoos, bee catchers.
Bee catchers. There's got so many stuff here.
There's flamingos. There are actually flamingos.
Pink flamingos.
Pink flamingos.
We're going to try and get them in a video for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Only a couple of hours down the road.
Yeah.
And they've got the weird and wonderful stuff you don't want around you. Yeah. Horrible looking stuff. Yeah. They've got scorpions in some parts of Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Apparently they're here, but I've not seen any.
Not yet.
Maybe it's, again, scorpions like certain climates. So you may not get here, but somewhere it's a bit more rockier. You're sitting down in a few villages, I don't know.
Also, they have jackals and they have coyotes.
And wolves.
And wolves. And bears. So,
a praying mantis.
And praying mantis, oh my god.
And again, they live the other side of Bulgaria in Sofia.
So cute.
Sofia's a dangerous then. That's got their bears and stuff. You've got jackals and stuff. And and the cutest things in Bulgaria are the dogs.
Yeah.
You got the wild, don't use the word wild, you got these
road dogs.
I call them road dogs. These are dogs that are basically strays.
Yeah.
And there's some beautiful dogs out here. A lot of them need a home. 99.99% of them are all friendly. They may bark at you and do all kind of aggressive stuff. But when you stick your hand out, when you stick your hand out, come and lick your hand and want to come, they want food. They will never bite you kind of thing. So don't come here thinking these dogs are going to jump you and bite your kids. Our we've been around them, and not one of them's even made any aggression to any of our kids. All they want is food.
We may have actually adopted one, but we will talk about him later.
Yeah. And
anyway, right, guys, there's also one other thing that we've not mentioned in the wildlife, which absolutely blew our mind last night.
Oh, yes.
They are the fireflies. And there is a proper name for them in Bulgarian. I don't remember the name and I can't pronounce it, but I will put it on the screen here. They are fireflies. In Jamaica, they call them peonies. What it says in Bulgarian actually does mean fireflies. So I will put that on the screen.
We'll try and get some good footage of them as well.
Yeah, nighttime, it just lights the place up and they go twinkling. Oh, it's amazing. You guys, if you love nature, this country, this land is where it's at.
And there's something which in Bulgaria you get to love is a pechka.
Yeah.
And it's basically a wood burner.
Yeah.
So I say pechka, wood burner, say wood burner, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And they are amazing. And I've never cooked with wood before.
Yeah.
And
again,
you know, you go in the house and think, I can get rid of something, and you think, actually, no, it's going to be part of our new kitchen.
Absolutely.
It's going to be part of that kitchen. It's going to, even if you don't use it, it's going to be there.
We're going to show you guys ours anyway.
In the winter, it's actually fantastic. Burning wood, cooking on the stove.
Yeah.
It's
gives us heat, gives us, you know, obviously we can burn the wood to give us heat and it can cook.
This stuff is all over Bulgaria.
Yeah.
I don't have to buy it. It's just sitting everywhere.
Yeah.
Dead trees. You don't have to cut trees that are in the wild or growing. You can't do that.
No.
But if the tree's dying, falling apart, there's wood everywhere. And when you come to Bulgaria, you're going to be bombarded by this stuff. This stuff is free fuel.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you've got a wood burner, use it.
Yeah.
And this will get your bills down to almost nothing.
Yeah.
And there's tons of it. And I'm like, I need to burn some in advance, get rid of it. I've got so much.
Yeah.
So when you come to Bulgaria, wood is your best friend.
Definitely.
And the pechka, definitely if you live outside of city areas, is definitely something which I actually love now.
Yeah, yeah. Summertime, the flies are a little bit irritating. Winter time, we haven't really got much irritants. It just gets very, very cold.
Yeah.
-20, maybe for about 2 weeks. And then it's averaging around about -7, -10s on average in the winter. But summertime, I mean, like in the midsummer, it gets to like +40. And it's very, very hot, you know.
Yeah.
We are not perfect. We're not going to do everything to perfection. You will probably see things that we're doing that you'll think, oh my God, why are you doing it that way? And you'll probably leave some crazy comments. And the ones that have actually got things that are constructive to say,
be
we'll
nice.
reply back to you.
Be nice.
Kind.
I keep saying pet nice. Pet nice is 15. Pet nice, 15. Be nice. Well, I say we're not saying, like I said, I am not a plumber, I'm not an electrician, I'm not really a woodworker, but we will do things ourselves. And that's one thing you need to know in Bulgaria. You need to learn a lot of trade very quickly.
Oh, absolutely,
if you own a house, especially in the countryside.
Yeah.
And it'll save you a lot of money, but also you do things the way you want to do it, when you want to do it. So I've learned a lot of stuff I've never done before.
Yeah.
But in our video, you'll see me doing stuff, so don't say, oh, you did it all wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it's like when, you know, people make comments like, oh, well, the blade is blunt. It's a brand new chainsaw.
Exactly.
So if you don't know the story, then ask. If you go to Jamaica or Africa, you've got the same woods, you've got the same ways of living with buying from the land, from the farmers, you've got the fruit trees, and you got things that are way, way backwards from what you used to.
Yeah.
So our videos will give you an insight of what it's like just to leave the UK and live somewhere which is completely starting again.
Yeah, and inspirational. So please don't forget to subscribe. It does help us out. Watch the videos, share some love with us.
Buy us a cup of tea.
Let us know. Yeah, by all means.
Buy the coffee.
A cup of tea or coffee or smoothie or whatever. But by all means, let us know how your journey has been to find your better life. How you have started again. What's your fresh start sticks? We will be preparing the property for more off-gridding living. So we'll be getting like solar panels. We'll be changing from the grid to our own source of energy. We'll be recycling water and showing you how we've done it. As I said, we'll be preparing our land to grow our own food. And there'll be loads, as I said, of things, ups and downs throughout that whole process. So
a lot of it's just learning curves, really.
Definitely, it's a learning curve. I wouldn't say down because every down you will learn something, you know? So it's always an up for us. And we really do see things that way. It's always an up. You'll always learn something from whatever it is that you're doing. So we want you to come with us and learn with us, really, and, you know, enjoy this homesteading journey with us because it's going to be interesting.
Also, we're going to have some tips, like I said, some acts and tricks of Bulgaria, of what to do when you come here. Because when you come here, what we learned is that when we came here, we didn't know anyone. It was literally all new.
It's very difficult.
You got a lot of people see an opportunity to scam you.
Oh, definitely.
And property is the main thing. I mean, before you buy a property, don't buy until you watch our videos.
Definitely.
Because that's where you're going to be scammed.
Yeah,
outside the box, and if something don't look right, we don't go ahead of it. So watch our videos on that side. We're going to break that down. That's very important because before you come to Bulgaria, the first thing you can find is somewhere to live, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be rental, whatever, and whatever. It's going to be that. So
whether you rent or buy, you need somewhere to live.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to touch on the earlier stages about property.
Definitely.
Because that's the first thing you find.
Yeah.
Jobs the last thing you're looking for because you've got to settle in. You've got a lot of bureaucracy with working in Bulgaria with visas.
I don't know why it's so tough in Bulgaria, but I'm hoping that our videos will make it easier for you guys that's hopefully going to be moving over to Bulgaria and give you a source of information basically to come back to and say, oh, they did it that way, let me do it this way, or, you know, let me contact them, send them an email and see what they think about this. You know, there's going to be lots and lots and lots of things coming up. And during that process, there's going to be some funny shorts as well, by the way, because yes, we, as you can see, we're not like very serious people. Yeah, we like to keep things up and we like to keep things funny. So please do check out the shorts as well and let us know your thoughts. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us on our first video, homesteading in Bulgaria.
So we're going to sign off from the Balkans. We're going to go back to work. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye from Bulgaria. Bye-bye.
Bye.
With what camera?
Hammer? Yeah, downstairs. In that bathroom.
Here?
Oh,
in the first bit.
That. The kitchen.
Yeah.
No one on the table.
So we're looking for some bathroom accessories, just to put the toilet roll on, and 65 leva, $5.99 in fact, is what we're finding. Like, why are the prices so high?